Hello! Thank you for coming to this video today, guys. I really appreciate it. This is my new channel, Big Pay Clips. I really need some support on this channel. It's very new, and YouTube is harsh to new channels. So if you guys want to support this channel, the best thing you can do is subscribe to it, turn on the notification bell, leave a like on the video, and also comment down below. Maybe even just a thumbs up. It would really help the channel. I do want to grow this channel. This is going to be specifically clips from the Cardano Aura podcast. The link for that will be down below. And then some other things I want to do, just some other creative ideas that I have, right? If you want to support the channel financially, the best way you can do so is delegating to my pools. I have Bloom and Bloom 2. Both pools have a 2.5 million pledge, and we are delegated by 3,000 different delegates in the Cardano ecosystem. So that shows you that a lot of other people believe in Bloom, and I do personally. I delegate all my ADA to Bloom. Another way you can help me without ADA, a free way to do it, and you also get to block ads on this video that you're watching today, is you download the Brave browser. What the Brave browser does is it actually blocks ads, and it blocks the trackers within those ads, and those trackers track your location, getting your IP address, and they use that and actually sell it to other people to help pay for those ads. So if you want to stop that, all you do is you download the Brave browser from the link down below. It uses Chrome, so you can bring over all your Chrome stuff, and you actually get paid in cryptocurrency for using the browser. As you can see right here, I have 3.5 BAT, and you can actually go to websites that you like and send it to those websites. Look, so you can send one tip. There you go. But yeah, let's jump into the video. The first thing I wanted to talk about today is Yoroi. I actually just saw on Twitter that Ergo support is actually being added to Yoroi.
Yeah, and this is actually something that we started earlier this year. So you might remember last year, maybe in December or something, we added multi-wallet support, so we could support multiple wallets that are all Cardano.
Yeah.
Right, and this is in the past. If you remember Yoroi way back when in 2018 or something, we only supported one wallet, but then we added a multi-wallet UI, and the next logical step was multi-currency, right? And we noticed there's a huge appetite in the community for more cryptocurrencies, but we don't want to be supporting like a bunch of random cryptocurrencies that are supported by all the existing wallets, because then it's not really a unique value to us, right? So we were saying, okay, well, if we want to add a new cryptocurrency, we need to find something that's a unique value for Yoroi and a unique value for the Cardano ecosystem. And we thought the most logical project for that was Ergo, because it's created by a lot of people that have worked with us in IHK in the past. It's very similar to Cardano in the sense that they also use UTXO for the way the blockchain works, and they also have a smart contract platform that's powered by UTXO, similar to Cardano. And so it made a lot of sense to have this be the first step for interoperability. Now, Ergo and Cardano have different paths that they're going through, which I think makes them fairly different. For example, the biggest thing is Ergo is proof of work, right? Which means that they can take advantage of some of the research that IOHK has done in the past, like NEPA-PAL. You might remember NEPA-PAL from way back when, which is a paper IOHK put out, but it's only for proof of work currencies. But Ergo, because they're proof of work, they could take advantage of that research stream and implement it. So we thought, okay, well, we have, Cardano, which is a really solid proof of stake currency, and then now we'll have Ergo, which is what we think is the best proof of work currency. And the support for both of them made a lot of sense. So we started working on adding multi-currency support to Yoroi, which involved changing a bunch of things in the code base. And we were on track to getting it done before the Shelly hard fork. And we were hoping to have first Ergo support, then Shelly hard fork. But unfortunately, some stuff came up in my personal life. I had to take some time off. And so we ended up stopping right short of getting it working. And it was so frustrating. But that's why now that you see right after the Shelly hard fork is done, suddenly we have Ergo support coming up. And I've had some people like, whoa, how'd you do that so fast? They're like, no, we had this like 90% done.
Yeah, already ready to go.
Just like, yeah.
Yeah, my first time seeing that was actually, I downloaded Nightly. It was for Ledger support. I downloaded Nightly, made the Ledger video, and I kind of saw that in the background. I saw Ergo. I was like, what? They're going to add multi-currency support? So I do think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so when all that stuff happened, and I knew I wouldn't have time to finish Ergo support, I was like, well, I can't just do nothing, because then people in the Ergo community will be like, what happened? Did they just like never do anything? And I'll tell them like, we're almost there. We have, most of it working. So the best I could do was just enable creating a wallet. You couldn't actually spend any Ergo from it, and it wouldn't sync the balance, but you could at least create the wallet and see your addresses.
Hmm.
Just that I can tell you like, no, look, we had something, but then stuff just came up. But now we're almost done. We have transaction history syncing working. We also have wallet creation working. The last thing I have to do is just transaction sending. But once we have that done, then we'll be ready for V1. There's some features of Ergo that we haven't implemented, mostly on the smart contract side. But that's okay. For most people, what they want right now in the Ergo community is just a really solid wallet where they can store their Ergo instead of storing on an exchange. So that's kind of our V1. And then once we have that shipped, then obviously we'll add the smart contract support. Now you might be wondering, how is adding smart contract support for Ergo going to help Cardano? Well, the thing is that to add smart contract support for Ergo, we have to build this like MetaMask like functionality into Yoroi, right? So to have a smooth smart contract experience, you have to be able to go on websites and interact with dApps and so on.
Yeah.
And so we said, okay, well, Ergo already has smart contract functionality, and it works very similar to Cardano. So let's try and think, how could we make this work for Ergo in a way that will also make it easy to add the support for Cardano in the future? And so we had some of our engineers working. Contrary to what people think, it's not just me. We have a team of people. I'm just like the most visible
Well,
one.
you said you took some
So we
time off and it stopped, so I can
yeah,
see why
well, it's
people assume that.
because it's because the people who did the work on the back end, they were already done, and they're just waiting for me to finish some of the front end stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
So I work on like Yoroi, the extension itself. We have other people working on the tooling in the background and servers and so on.
Hmm.
And so that's why when I stopped, there's nobody to finish the UI for it and the Yoroi itself implementation. But the back end server and all that was already finished.
Yeah.
And so we had some other people on our team write a specification for how they think we should do a MetaMask-like functionality in Yoroi. And we published a specification for that, which is, it's not a complicated specification. It's, we think these are the API endpoints we should provide. And we submitted that to the Ergo improvement proposal repository. And we have some other internal documents about, how we think it'll work. But so that's coming up. And so our next step after we add Ergo support will be adding this kind of smart contract functionality. And then since Goguen IHK is working hard on that, once Goguen releases, then we'll have not for free, but less amount of work to get that working for Cardano. So we think we'll be in a good position.
Yeah, I mean that makes a lot of sense. How having it built for another currency would make it easier for as soon as IOHK is done